Hello everyone, my name is Ali Bajwa and I'm the subject coordinator for Field Crop Agronomy, AGR 3FCA. First of all, welcome to this subject. And I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview about the subject. Obviously, we're going to meet later in this week for our first class, but I thought I'll give you a bit of rundown of the subject and what we will be learning throughout this semester. So, as you can tell, field crop agronomy is basically about how do we produce our food crops, mostly grain production systems in Australia. So, in this subject, we will be learning about how we grow crops, how different environmental, climatic, and management factors affect crop production. And then we will also be learning about how do we best protect our crops from a range of biotic and abiotic constraints, which includes weeds, pests and pathogens, diseases, and then in terms of abiotic constraints, there can be certain edaphic or what we call soil constraints, as well as crop nutrition and so on. So I would encourage you to go online on LMS, check the subject learning guide, which has all the information about how the subject is structured. It is a little bit unique in a way that we have several different modules, each covering a separate topic, but they are all interconnected because they are all linked with how we produce crops and how we protect them and how best we can ensure crop production in Australian environment. And some of the basic stuff which is key for you to learn as, as you are toward the end of your degree in agronomy, where you will be able to basically uh, actually exercise some of this knowledge out there in the field, whether you are a research agronomist or you go on to work for a seed company or any career that links with providing advice to growers. So that's basically trying to provide you all those skills that are necessary to have that applied knowledge while you're out in the field. So we will have four different assessments throughout this subject. One is the first one, which is probably due in around 4 weeks. It's around basically identifying a lot of different weed species and crops that are commonly present in Australian broadacre production systems. And then you will be basically working on identifying them based on certain botanical features and then using your knowledge to describe them and taking selfies with them. So that's kind of fun. The second assessment will be a sort of semester long portfolio assessment in which each workshop or class we will discuss and learn about a topic, and then you will do a collaborative exercise of completing an in-class assessment, which is often based on some kind of numerical approach, and you will be doing a recommendation to solve a farmer problem in each one of those workshops. There will be another assessment that will be based on a field trip. So this subject is also good in a way that you will be able to go out in the field and visit an actual farming scenario where you will learn about different trials and see how crops are grown and what different technologies or approaches people are using to improve crop production. And based on that field visit, you will be writing a field trip report. And last but not least, there will be an exam, final exam. There'll be invigilated written exam. And again, it'll be connecting a lot of themes we will learn throughout this subject. And you will be using that knowledge to basically answer some short questions, provide some recommendations, and that sort of stuff. So I hope that sort of gives you a bit of an overview. And in terms of the approach into our tutorial style workshop we will take is that each workshop there will be a presenter including myself, and there is a very talented team of teachers you will interact with. So they will deliver a lecture about sort of 40 to 50 minutes on that topic, and then open the room for discussion. And then you will be doing an online in-class assessment, which is a problem-solving quiz based on the learning during the class. And in that, you will be using some digital tools or online resources, which are also going to be shared online via LMS. And that's where it's really important to be present in the class to be part of that assessment and be able to complete that successfully. So each week that will be compiled, and ultimately it will form part of your assessment one, which is a portfolio assessment, and the grades will be released towards the end of the subject. So very warm welcome to the subject. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. My details have already been shared via LMS. Reach out, and also definitely interact with the team of researchers and teachers throughout this semester. And yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of, go on this learning journey with you guys for the rest of this semester. Thank you so much.